Have you ever wondered if we could go back? Back to a perfect world, a paradise lost. The Garden of Eden. It's a story that has captivated humanity for millennia. A place of innocence, abundance, and direct communion with the divine. But then, the story takes a turn. A single act of disobedience, a bite from the forbidden fruit, and everything changes. Adam and Eve are cast out, and an angel with a flaming sword guards the way back. So the question that echoes through the ages is, can we ever return? Is the gate to Eden forever closed, or is there a hidden path, a secret key that could lead us back home? The traditional understanding is that the expulsion from Eden wasn't just a change of address. It was a fundamental shift in the human condition. The concept of sin entered the world, creating a barrier, a spiritual chasm between humanity and God. This wasn't just about a physical location. It was about a state of being. The innocence was lost, and with it, the effortless harmony of the garden. The flaming sword is often seen as a powerful symbol of this separation. It represents a divine judgment, a boundary that cannot be crossed by human effort alone. From this perspective, trying to get back to Eden on our own terms is like trying to walk through a wall of fire. It's simply not possible. The path is guarded, and the way is shut. But the story doesn't end there. In fact, for many, this is where the real story begins. The idea of redemption is central to many faiths. If sin created the barrier, then atonement for sin could be the key to breaking it down. In Christianity, this is the core of the message of Jesus Christ. His sacrifice is seen as the ultimate act of reconciliation, the bridge across the chasm that sin created. He is often referred to as the second Adam, who, through his obedience, undoes the disobedience of the first. In this view, the way back to Eden isn't a physical journey to a location in the Middle East. It's a spiritual transformation. It's about accepting this gift of grace and being reborn into a new relationship with God. The Garden of Eden, then, is not so much a place we return to, but a state of communion that is restored within us. This leads us to a fascinating and profound interpretation. What if the Garden of Eden was never just a physical place to begin with? What if it's a metaphor for a state of consciousness, a level of spiritual awareness? Think about it. A state of perfect peace, innocence, and connection. We've all had moments, however fleeting, that feel like a taste of this. A breathtaking sunset, a moment of pure joy, a deep connection with another person. Perhaps Eden is that inner sanctuary, that place of stillness and harmony within each of us. In this light, being cast out wasn't a geographical relocation, but a fall into a lower state of consciousness, dominated by fear, ego, and separation. The noise of the world drowned out the quiet voice of the divine. If this is the case, then the journey back to Eden isn't about finding a map. It's about an inward journey. It's about quieting the mind, healing our inner wounds, and rediscovering that sacred space within. Practices like meditation, prayer, mindfulness, and acts of love and compassion become the tools for this journey. They are the ways we cultivate our inner garden, pulling the weeds of negativity and nurturing the seeds of peace and connection. The flaming sword, in this interpretation, could symbolize our own ego, our pride, and our attachments that block us from experiencing this inner peace. To get past the sword, we must learn to let go, to surrender, and to become humble. It's a return to a childlike innocence, not of ignorance, but of pure-heartedness. So, where does that leave us? Can humanity return to the Garden of Eden? The answer seems to be both no and yes. No, we likely can't book a flight to a physical paradise lost in time. The world has changed, and we have changed with it. The story of the expulsion marks a point of no return in that literal sense. But in a far more profound and personal way, The answer is a resounding yes. Yes, the path is open. Through faith and spiritual redemption, many believe that the relationship with God that was enjoyed in Eden can be restored, promising an even greater paradise in the life to come. And yes, through inner work and spiritual practice, we can cultivate our own inner Eden, a sanctuary of peace and connection that we can access right here, right now. The Garden of Eden, therefore, isn't just a story about the distant past. It's a living map for the human spirit. It's a story about what we lost, but more importantly, it's a story about what can be regained. It challenges us to look beyond the material world and to consider the nature of our own consciousness. It asks us, what paradise are you seeking? Is it a place outside of yourself, or is it a state of being waiting to be discovered within? Perhaps the greatest secret of the Garden of Eden is that the gate was never locked from the outside. The key has always been in our own hands, or rather, in our own hearts. The journey may be long, and the path may require courage and dedication, but the promise of returning to that state of harmony is what has driven humanity's spiritual quest for centuries. Whether you see it as a future promise or a present possibility, the call of Eden continues to echo. It's an invitation to come home. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration today. If this topic sparked something in you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What does the Garden of Eden mean to you? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the questions that shape our world. See you next time.